Hey everybody, I'm Natalie.
And I'm Max.
And we're cruising Israel for ILTV. Max, did you know that there were many animals living on the Carmel Mountains that have gone completely extinct?
Oh, what a shame. Do you know what kind of animals specifically went extinct?
Well, we're gonna have to go there to find out, Max, and it's quite a drive, so...
Oh yeah? Where to?
To Haifa, up in the north of Israel.
Let's hit the road.
Let's go. The Carmel Mountains in the northern region of Israel are blooming with wildflower. They begin to blossom in areas where there's been plenty of rain and moisture. This makes it an absolutely beautiful sight to see. In the midst of the Carmel Mountains, there was once an abundance of wildlife residing here. But today, unfortunately, there is a major decline in their population, and the authorities at the Natural Reserve decided to take a stand. Wouldn't it be nice to be a bird and fly over the Carmel Mountains? The Haifa Nature Reserve was established to reintroduce all wildlife that were common in biblical times to the Carmel Mountains, including different species of deers and raptors. So from up here we can see an absolutely breathtaking view. We can see all these different types of birds flying. Tell us, what is that green patch right in the center of the mountains?
The green patch is our feeding station that's dedicated to the raptors. We're collecting from the farmers in the area corpses that we know that they are not poisoning by drugs or poison, and put them there as a food
for the birds.
For the scavengers birds.
So
raptors.
Is there not enough food for them to find it on their own?
No.
Many of the farmers poison the trespassing animals, so even if the raptors did find something to eat, chances are they're toxic. For many years, the number of griffon vultures flying over the Carmel Mountains have been declining, making them an endangered species.
The last count of the griffon vulture in Mount Carmel, we count 45 individuals in nature. The bands on their legs, so we can following them and to recognize the individuals in the community.
In order to strengthen their population, the birds are kept in breeding cages. Their first eggs are taken into incubators, encouraging the birds to lay more.
And after they're hatching, we raise chicks.
Okay. You introduce them to the wild?
Yeah.
So it's pretty sad that the different species of birds are enclosed behind these cages, but they're the ones that are responsible for multiplying and keeping their species alive.
Yes. First, the goal is to breeding them and release to nature. And most of the individuals of raptors that in the cages have maybe came here with physical problems or behavioral problems that make them they cannot survive by themselves in wild, most of them. So now they're in the cages.
Unfortunately, the danger does not only lie with the raptors, but for the deers as well. The Persian fallow deer is just one of the species of deers that have gone completely extinct in Israel.
200 years ago, they extinct from the nature in Israel. And in the 70s, came here 4 females. This one is a female.
Only 4 Persian fallow deers came from zoos in Iran and Germany, and today Israel has the largest population in the world.
We are breeding here in the Haifa Carmel and reintroduce their offsprings, or some of them, to the nature in Israel, in the Galil Mountains, in the Carmel. And we have partners, other organizations, the Jerusalem Zoo, that are doing this job too.
In the summertime, the deer's coat turns into a reddish color with prominent white spots, and the males start growing a new large pair of antlers.
I don't know what will be in 50 years forward, but I hope that we can close the Haifa and they'll survive by themselves in the nature.
Max, have you ever thought about getting a pet?
Yeah, you know, I've had a number of dogs, never had a cat, but I always adopted the dogs. Never went and bought them at some fancy dog store.
Yeah, well, why don't we go check some out? Maybe you'll change your mind and you'll want to get one.
I don't know, we're working so much, we're always filming and always on the road. I feel like...
Max, I promise, we'll take care of him. Everywhere we'll go, he'll be our sidekick.
You know what, why don't we go, we'll film some dogs, and maybe by putting it out there, some other people will come and potentially...
Okay, fine, let's head to the SPCA, the Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Aviv has been fighting since the year of 1927 to better the lives of abandoned or injured animals. Nonprofit organization SPCA opens its doors to any animals in need of shelter and protection. Just some of the animals housed in the facility include dogs, cats, rabbits, and even horses. The Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has been founded during the British Mandate and has been helping animals ever since. Animal cruelty is a very sad reality that still remains till this day, and the SPCA has been fighting the battle and working for the welfare of animals in need of help. Here we have Blackie, a dog that went through medical treatment for the past couple of months. Why don't you tell us the story of the dog?
So Blackie, she was found on the side of the road more than 2 months ago. She was hit by a car and her leg was broken. She was brought to us and she was really the cutest thing. She was suffering, but she was still smiling. And we sent her to a doctor that can operate the leg. And now it's after 2 months, you can see she is trying to jump, she is very friendly, she's happy.
Super energetic.
Yeah, she still has another month because she has a metal pin inside her leg that we need to take out, and then she will be able to find a house and to start her new life.
The 10-month-old pup is just one of the many animals that were rescued and waiting to find a loving home.
Most of them came from families that couldn't take care of them anymore, and they brought them in, some of them because they don't have the time, they don't have the money, the children are not taking care of them, and they bring them in.
So there's many stray cats in Israel, as we all know, but obviously we can't take care of every single one of them, there's millions. But where do all these cats come from?
So those cats, they actually came from families, people that took them in, and after, I don't know, a few days, few months, decided that they can't take care of them, so they bring them here. If they release them on the streets, they won't survive because they weren't raised to this kind of environment. You know, they won't be able to survive by themselves.
She had a collar, so she belonged to someone already?
Maybe someone took care of her and she was on the streets and her back leg was broken, but it got fixed by itself.
Many of the animals at the SPCA are already house trained and extremely friendly. This one looks a little differently than the other cats.
Yeah, you can see she's got a bigger face. They don't get along with each other, so that's why.
The educational department in the SPCA runs activities for all age groups to come and get informed about animal cruelty.
First they learn a little bit about this place, and then the activity is to take dogs out, and this is a way to make them know a little bit about animals. This is a way that we can explain to them what to do in the future and how to be nicer to animals and to be more compassionate.
All of the workers here at SPCA are all volunteer-based, and they need to take out the dogs around 2 to 3 times a day, feed them, and just love them. Each day, the volunteers help to contribute to the well-being of the animals in the shelter. The organization also provides other services, such as a rescue center, a Department of Education, and a veterinary clinic.
Any given day, we can have suddenly an animal coming in that we never had before.
Really?
We had once a pig, a baby pig.
A pig?
Yeah, a baby pig. We had once a baby cow.
So you basically take in any animal
We take in any animal that is in need, but we don't always keep them. We bring that to the hospital of the safari, who then, or if it's had to be treated, they'll treat it, or they will bring it to the nature reserve. They don't even leave for one night with someone who wants the animal if the dog or the cat hasn't been neutered or spayed.
Okay. Thanks to the SPCA, the animals can have a second chance in having a good life with a loving home of their own.
This is why we stay here and we help them, because we know that once they found a family and they send us pictures and they say how happy they are, and it's the greatest feeling.
Max, have you ever heard of the Shakers Brotherhood?
Shakers? You mean like that religious group from history class?
No, not that, Max. No, I'm not talking about history class right now. I'm talking about an exclusive group of top bartenders that makes all these exotic and unusual cocktails.
Oh, those kind of shakers.
Yeah,
well,
those
that
shakers.
sounds a lot more interesting to me, but where? Here in town?
Here in Tel Aviv?
Well, let's hit the road now.
Okay, let's go.
Wait.
In Israel's party capital, there are hundreds of bars to choose from. Today we came to a unique cocktail bar with professional mixologists whipping up some pretty interesting things. Maybe we'll learn a thing or two. Let's check it out. While the taste of a cocktail is quite important, the appearance is what's really the talk of the night. This is what the 24 bar in the modern Crown Plaza Hotel is all about. The skilled mixologists have a passion for creating extraordinary cocktails. Here we have Antoine and Andrew, two bartenders that are part of an exclusive club called the Shakers Brotherhood. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this club?
We organized that type of club that bound to explore the mixology art, the cocktails itself. What is the ways to mix the new drinks, and what is the new, better, more tasty ways to join them.
The Brotherhood constantly comes up with innovative ways to combine spirits, fruits, and spices together to create the ultimate cocktail.
We're creating the new menus, the new ways to present people the cocktail menu and the drinks itself.
If you're wondering how to enter the Brotherhood, it's not as easy as you may think. It requires creativity and imagination.
They start working, they show themselves that they're serious to work, and then they're passing the test. The serious test that consists not only for how to make Cosmo, or how to shake that and that, or what is the proper way to serve Negroni. No, the more we are checking their understanding of mixology.
It's not just a simple cocktail, it's taking it a step further.
Yes, sure.
All right, I think I'm ready for a cocktail. Thank you very much. So what do we have here?
Actually, a few weeks ago, we invented Earl Grey infused bourbon. We infuse bourbon with Earl Grey tea leaves.
Well, let's give this a try. Wow. So this one is part of the cocktail menu, which is a bit simple, but that's not really what the Shakers Brotherhood is about.
Yes, in every cocktail, even if it's classical one, we're trying to improve it, to add something more interesting, that it will sound different. But over, for special evenings, we have a new type of the menu that I will show you.
Okay.
So, that's the menu that do not show you the name of the cocktails. It shows you only the direction to explore the cocktail. We have 4 directions. The first one, crazy, then flaming, then set shots, and chemical ones.
Each direction will offer something exceptionally unique. Powders, pins, stamps, and golden flakes is what you'll find decorating the cocktail, and the glass it goes in is just as important. To start things off, I sampled a molecular cocktail, which combines art and science to create a cosmopolitan in a unique jelly form.
So just try it.
So this is a cocktail in a jelly form.
The red
Definitely a
one is
first for
stronger.
me. Okay, let's try the red one. So this is what you'll get when you go into the chemical direction. Wow. Who's up for the crazy cocktail? I know I am. They start out with creating the base.
Specifically, this spiced rum is 2 weeks with spices like cinnamon, like ginger, like black pepper, and lots of zest from different fruits.
The rum then absorbs all the different spices, creating a delicious flavor.
Now we're filtering the drink itself to leave all the fruits and all the spices inside the bottle and to use just a neat spirit. We have a strong, rich flavor of fruits. I will give you a try. The spiced rum and the specially prepared coconut cream. 2 types of juices, pineapple juice and mango juice.
So I think we're ready for our flaming cocktail.
The cocktail itself called Southern Sunset. The first step is fruits. So we're putting the thin sliced fruits using Di Serono, which is almond liquor, and of course Southern Comfort.
And now it's time to set the cocktail on fire, a process which fries the fruits, enhancing the spirit and releasing memorable aromatic notes into the air. Okay, Antoine, you made some great cocktails for us. I especially liked the crazy one. Let's see if I have what it takes to make it into such an exclusive club.
You are not allowed to start working with us and be in the shakers part until you will have, Andrew, until you have suspenders
What
and
is this?
bow tie. Today we are making Crown Plaza Garden. This cocktail built specially for this hotel, and it contains our homemade, home-crafted liquor. You will use jigger. Jigger is the measure glass that we need.
A chaser?
Chaser, 30 milliliters of liquor until
Okay.
inside.
Inside. Lemon juice, one chaser.
The same amount, yeah.
Okay, lemon juice going in. And what's next?
The local brandy stock.
Ice and shake. Okay, let's put the ice in. How much ice? Till the top?
That's enough, that's enough.
Okay,
And close it up.
with the lid.
Wow! Nice
Is that
job.
fire?
And that,
Okay,
with one hand, lightly.
okay.
Yeah, as a professional. This is it. This is it. And on top, let's put some sparkling wine.
Okay, some of this. How
We're
much?
using till on top.
There we go.
Now the last thing is decoration. Let's put some mint. Let's wake mint. That mint will bring its aroma. So to wake mint, there are several types. Or to wake it that way or to that way.
Okay. Slap it.
Yeah, slap it.
Wake him up.
Inside.
Okay, just like that.
Yeah. And the last thing is gold power.
Wow. Pretty.
Cocktail's ready.
Voila. My first cocktail. Woo! Am I part of the Shakers Brotherhood yet?
Already.
Yes, I passed the test. Let's give it a try.
Natalie, you hungry?
I'm starving, Max.
Glad to
What do
hear
you
it.
have for me?
I got something cool planned. Now, it's no secret that Israelis love the Indian culture. It's one of the places
true.
they love to visit. And today, I've got something pretty cool planned. There's actually a restaurant in town that's been around for decades. It's one of Israel's most
An
successful.
Indian restaurant?
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
up for
gosh.
that?
I love Indian food, Max. How do you know?
Great. Let's not wait any longer. I'm starving.
Okay, let's go. While India is a very popular destination amongst the Israelis, it is no surprise that they crave a taste of it back at home. We're about to taste all the rich flavors that the traditional Indian cuisine has to offer. Let's check it out. It all began with a dream to bring native and traditional Indian culture to Israel. With the authentic spices and the genuine flavors, tandoori has been an Israeli favorite since the very start.
Here I am a living example where I have Indian cuisine for the Israelis for the last 33 years.
Rina and her family had made Aliyah 33 years ago, and the restaurant has been successful ever since. We started out by ordering a cold glass of the Indian favorite, the Sassi Lassi. It's a blend of water, yogurt, saffron, and vodka.
Please enjoy your lassi.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
This is really good. Tastes like mangoes.
Yes.
I have to say, I love his hat. Do you have another hat like that for me?
I don't have, but I can give this one. Why not?
He's gonna give me his hat. Thank you.
Welcome to India.
Now do I look Indian?
You do. Oh wow,
How do I look?
suits you.
Oh, I like this.
It does.
Now it's time to taste the flavors of India. Well, this table is packed with authentic Indian dishes. Everything looks so delicious.
Thank you.
Why don't you talk to us about what we have here?
Well, what we have here is North Indian food. That's more tandoori. Tandoori is a special clay oven, and all the meats are grilled in the special clay oven. Chicken tikka over there, which is our delicious red chicken.
It's still steaming.
Yes. And we have fish, locust fish here in the tandoori, so it's very dietetic. The main course is in two parts, the tandoori and the other part is the curries. Not the yellow spice curry that sticks down your throat. No. This is the curry is a sauce made with different kinds of spices.
Okay.
So you have a sauce made with cashew nuts. You have a sauce made with tomatoes like salsa based. You have a sauce made with cashew nuts. Over here we have lamb, which is, you know, the cow is very sacred to the Hindu. So usually in an Indian restaurant you don't see any beef. And we have palak paneer here, which is a traditional spinach dish with our local cheese that we make, paneer. This was just a small menu concocted for lunch.
So this was the very first Indian restaurant in not just Tel Aviv, but the entire country of Israel, right?
That's right, I introduced Indian food to Israel 33 years ago.
Wow. And everything on the menu was created by you?
Yes. I'm a chef. So
Okay, let's dig in. Everything
wonderful.
looks great.
Please.
Where should I start?
Start with the basmati rice.
So the Indian kitchen is pretty healthy if there's no oil
Oh yes,
used at all.
Yeah, there's no oil used at all, and especially the tandooris and our baked breads.
I'll take a little bit of everything.
Please do.
Okay.
Very tender.
I can see why this is an Israeli favorite.
That's right. India and Israel celebrate 25 years of diplomatic relations. And there are 80,000 Indian Jewish families here. And out of that, there are three types of Jews coming in from India. The Bnei Israel community, the Baghdadi, Iraqi community, and the Kochini community. So everybody is Indian, but you can differentiate between their cuisines and between their culture.
Along with the restaurant situated in the heart of Tel Aviv, Rina has opened up another one in the high-tech area of Herzliya, which accommodates 250 people. So for the genuine taste of India, you can find it right here in the heart of Tel Aviv.
Well, that's it for us this week here on Cruising Israel. Thanks so much for joining.
Don't forget to watch us as we cruise Israel and show you the best this country has to offer.
Bye.
Bye.